I hate this. Ugh. My camera froze. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah, it's still frozen. Give me a sec. Okay. I need to move already so I can fix this damn setup, bro. Damn. Just get it. All right. Now we're working. Now we're in business. Okay, we're in business. Bro, I need like a production manager or something like that, man. You know, like, I'm so bad at freaking. I'm so bad at streaming. People always ask me, Mike, why don't you stream? This is why I don't stream. It's like if I want to make a video, I just gather the information, I record, I give you guys my take, and I make the video, you know? But, oh, God. I got you if you need someone. Yeah, please slide into my DMs. Anyone that wants to do like my production or anything like that. If you're in LA, man, I can use all the help I could get. Oh my God. It's still fire? All right, awesome. Let me just get Nightbot up in here just to promote my stuff, I think. Is that what they do? Yeah, that's what they do. Hopefully they don't time anyone out or anything like that. So this is a really confusing situation. Oh, by the way, shout out to these legends here. I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter picture. Coleman and 5 Points, really cool guys in real life. All right, I want to also give you a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my man Marcus Johns. He was quick to tag me in this piece of information. The Giants officially fired Joe Judge. Now, the purpose of this stream is to kind of go in to see why he got fired. I think we could all agree, like, if you're a Giants fan, you probably freaking love this. There's no one that is necessarily crying from the fact that Joe Judge got fired. I'm just wondering what took them so long. So I'm going to do some digging right here. Let's see. But honestly, I'm really happy. I think it has something to do with the next general manager that's going to come in for the New York Giants, because if you're a GM, you're not going to want to have like this existing like terrible head coach in at the head coaching position and preventing you from hiring your own head coach. You know what I mean? That's just not how it works. Audio's cutting? Is audio cutting? Or is someone trolling? Yo, thanks for the $5 dono. What's good, my guy? How are you? I only have one thing to say. Let's go Raiders. Just win, baby. Yeah, dude, I'm happy for you guys making it into the big dance. The way you guys did it was pretty awesome too. I have a video dropping on that game later on tonight. I'm personally doing pretty good. All right, I think we got a tweet. Let me see. No. All right, no, nothing so far. So let me see. I was doing some digging because originally the Giants wanted to retain Joe Judge. If you guys remember, yesterday Joe Judge was staying there, and we were all saying, how the hell did Brian Flores decide to keep... how the hell did Flores get fired, but Joe Judge didn't? So, here, let me see. 2 seasons later... all right, so here's an interesting story. Here we go. We got some news. So apparently John Mara was ready to allow Joe Judge to finish 4-13 on top of last year's 6-10. He was ready to give him a competent general manager to work with in year 3. And then Judge showed a shocking lack of judgment and awareness by running those damn quarterback sneaks. There's no way this is true. Do you guys believe this? Do you think this is true or not? Do you guys think this is true or not? There's no way. Do you think the general manager looked and is like, wow, Like, he's running quarterback sneaks. This is not it. I think everyone wants Flores. Damn, man, like if I'm a head coach or a GM, I want Flores. Audio keeps cutting out. Dude, let me... Yeah, like I see my audio levels the entire time. Troll's gonna troll. Audio's fine. I figured audio was fine. Audio's good. All right, awesome. So let's get back to it. Make sure you leave a like, man. Let's get more people up in here. If you want more live streams and whatnot. So let's see. So they pressed Judge for explanations wait, all right, so let's go back here. The fans had been through hell for the better part of a decade, and after promising them a team that would mirror the blue-collar ethos of the region, Joe Judge played a cruel hoax on them. He quit on those people rather than call for a couple of traditional handoffs and a punt, and in the process made a laughingstock of the franchise and the men who own it. So pretty much, I don't know how much I believe this. So according to this article, the reason why Joe Judge got fired was because he ran those QB sneaks. I appreciate you, Wyatt. I don't know if I believe that. Like, that sounds like a pretty bold freaking claim if you ask me. So here, in the end, by the terms of their partnership, Mara will make the call. This is before he got fired. He will either fire the coach or keep him for another year. Meaning this is another... So they thought Mara just felt bad for him, apparently. And that is why they kept Joe Judge, apparently. Now, how believable that is, I don't really know. Let's see what... Giants made a mistake of taking Joe Judge over... All right, Ian. Oh, here. We got a release from Giants co-owner John Mara on the firing of Joe Judge. Steve Tisch and I both believe it's in the best interest of our franchise to move in another direction, said team president John Mara. We met with Joe yesterday afternoon to discuss the state of the team. I met again with Joe this afternoon, and it was that conversation that I informed Joe of our decision. We appreciate Joe's efforts on behalf of the organization. I said before the season started that I wanted to feel good about the direction we were headed when we played our last game of the season. Unfortunately, I cannot make that statement, which is why we have made this decision. Bro, I think this could actually be the reason. We will hire a general manager, and that person will lead the effort to hire a new head coach. Watch they like bring in Trent Baalke or something like that. Like Trent Baalke gets fired from the Jags. I mean, Giants fans, how are you feeling? Because honestly, when I saw Joe Judge coach, like when I say this in my videos all the time. When I see Dan Campbell coach, I'm like, okay, you know, Dan Campbell, the Lions suck, okay, but you see some fight in them. You see some heart. You know, they lost like 3 games this year or maybe more. I'm just saying this off the top of my head, but by literally like a few points. For crying out loud, Justin Tucker kicked like one of the longest field goals in NFL history just to beat them. The Lions beat the Packers last week. Yeah, of course, Aaron Rodgers didn't play the whole week, but they're not like an inept franchise. You watch them and you're like, okay, you know, you guys aren't the greatest team, but maybe soon you guys will be on your way. I don't feel that way when I watch the Giants, you know? I don't feel that way. So... Let's see. On Monday, Senior Vice President and GM Dave Gettleman announced his retirement following a 35-year career in the NFL. Do you guys really think he announced his retirement, bro? This is no goddamn retirement, dude. They literally like went up to him and said, listen, bro, we're going to fire you. You can either go honorably or, you know. What's up, Lawrence? How are you doing today, man? What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming out to the stream, by the way. I don't think the Gettleman era was all that bad. I mean, no, it was pretty bad except for the Odell Beckham Jr. trade, which was brilliant on his behalf. This will be a comprehensive search for our next general manager. We are looking for a person who demonstrates exceptional leadership and communication ability. Somebody who will oversee all aspects of our football operations. Yo, my man Landon Stanley. Huge shout out to you for becoming a member, bro. Our first member of the stream. Salute to you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. It is so where were we? Somebody who will oversee all aspects of our football operations, including player personnel, college scouting, and coaching. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'll tell you when I don't know much about something because I don't like talking about stuff I don't know anything about. I'm not the type of guy that looks at potential general manager candidates. I know of good ones. I know that you shouldn't typically hire a head coach and make them your general manager as well. Unless if he's Bill Belichick, then I guess he gets a pass. But I don't really know many GM candidates that pop up to my mind. You are by far the best go-to guy for NFL news. Keep up the damn good work. Even when you're in mid-move, you're all over this, bro. This move's been nuts. I'm actually terrified. I have to order my desk. I've been procrastinating it. That's why I'm here streaming with you guys. I need to order a brand new freaking desk. I need to transfer all my stuff over there. I got to decorate it. I got to get my Michael Irvin jersey framed. I got to buy some more signed jerseys. I'm going to show you guys all on Instagram what I'm going through. It's kind of nuts, but it's exciting. You guys won't see me record in my bedroom in my parents' house anymore. How do I get the membership? TK, it is up in the chat right now. Trippy Dead, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Keep up the grind. You're one of my favorite NFL YouTubers. Thank you so much. I appreciate the fact that I am your favorite. I am by no means the best, but I try to work my best to get there every day. Now, I appreciate you, Trippy. Now, Tish also added saying, it is an understatement to say John and I are disappointment. He sounds like a daddy here, you know. It's like John and I are very disappointed by the lack of success we had on the field. We are united in our commitment to find a general manager who will provide the direction necessary for us to achieve the on-field performance and results that we all expect. Okay, for sure. Hopefully that happens soon. Hey! Yo, TK, thank you so much for joining on the Mike Mafia Soldier tier, man. I really appreciate it. It's, I always say, whenever you come to the stream, I don't expect any money or anything like that. I just like talking to you guys in live format. So I appreciate it. So that's what we have so far. This is... Who would have thought? Dave Gettleman was the biggest issue to me because, any general manager that thinks, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Let's bring in Jason Garrett as our offensive coordinator and Joe Judge as our head coach. Joe Judge was a decent experiment, okay? He was an okay experiment. But Stephen Shelley, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. I don't think it popped up yet. It'll pop up soon. I think I said it too fast, or maybe it's broken. I'm unsure. Hopefully it pops up. So what do we have lately? Yo, raw footage. Wish you truly the best. Keep up the good content and good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support. Let's see. So who's if you ask me, I think Flores should go to the Bears. I think the Bears might be the Bears and the Jags position are probably the two best positions you could get so far. Yo, there it is. It popped up. Stephen Shelley, thank you for the $10 donation, man. At least there's justice. You know what I mean? Emily, I appreciate the follow. Hey, raw footage. Wish you truly the best. Keep up the good content and good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, appreciate it, Emily. So fire Bulky. They're going to try to get one of the I don't know if Kellen Moore is it. I'm going to be honest. I'm a Cowboy fan, and like, it's no offense to Kellen Moore or anything like that because I like him. It's just, it seems like the Cowboys like come out the gate and like crush it usually in the beginning of the season. And then towards the end, they just kind of slow down. And that's what I'm seeing once again this year. It feels like all Joe Judge needed to keep his job was not lose his final 6 games, all by huge margins, not repeatedly step on his dick in pressers by trashing other coaches and teams, not have the gall to ask for even more power within the organization after doing that. Bro, it seems like it just seems like he had poor situational awareness. You know what I mean? It's just like it's kind of an obvious thing. These are pretty obvious things not to do. By the way, if you ever want to catch up on news while I'm making videos, go to my likes. If you go to my likes, you'll see like a bunch of like news that I just liked that I'm going to use in my upcoming videos. That's kind of how I like gather my information on Twitter. That's the best way to do it. So let's see. Next GM will hire their next head coach. All right, so it seems like things are pretty good. I just feel bad for Giants fans. Like, ever since Tom Coughlin retired, you guys have been kind of scrambling, in my opinion. I think Flores to the Bears would make a lot of sense. Upgrade in quarterback. I don't know if it's an upgrade in quarterback, but, like, you'll get Justin Fields over there. You know, maybe you can make some magic happen with Justin. Who knows? Giants fans don't exist. Oh, don't say that. Jets fans don't exist. Let's see what else we got here. I've been wondering what Stetson Bennett's draft position is going to be. If I were the Jaguars, Byron Leftwich, no. So the favorites to become, all right, here we go. Yo, thank you for the $5 dono, Big Money Sonny. As a divisional foe, Washington football team, it really saddens me that Joe just got fired. I really thought he was going to stick around for a long time. I don't know, man. The only good head coach that came from the Bill Belichick coaching tree, like directly so far, is Brian Flores. At least that has been coaching in the NFL recently. I don't know what's up with Bill Belichick disciples and just not having success. It makes no sense. I think Seth the Edge has a good video on that. Lions don't have fans. I think MMG's a fan. Is Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy a head coaching candidate? Yeah, but I don't know how I feel about him personally. Hey, Mike, I know you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I understand. I'm a Steelers fan, and we are America's team. Keep up the great content. Have a great year. Bro, no offense, but like, I think a part of America died once we found out that the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to make it to the playoffs over Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Like, no offense. It's just, I would have liked to see Ben Roethlisberger sent off properly, but just watching him play football currently has been absolutely painful. It's nothing against you or the Steelers. I think Mike Tomlin's awesome. You know, I think the drafting of Najee Harris was questionable. I love Juju Smith-Schuster when he's not dancing on TikTok, but I don't know. I think, do we all agree? One in the chat if you wanted the Chargers to make it into the playoffs alongside the Raiders instead of the Steelers. 2 in the chat if you wanted the Steelers. It's like not a personal thing. It's just like Justin Herbert throws freaking bombs, dude, to the end zone. He throws legit missiles to the end zone. You'd rather see that than Ben Roethlisberger like failing to throw it. You know what I mean? It's like nothing personal. I don't know. That's just my personal analysis for the most entertaining product possible. So the favorites to become the next the next head coach of the 5 NFL teams hiring. Broncos is Dan Quinn. Vikings is Eric Bieniemy. Jaguars is Bill O'Brien. Dolphins is Brian Dable. Bears is Doug Peterson. Call me crazy. I don't think Dan Quinn's going to leave. I don't think he's going to leave. It doesn't make sense for him to leave. Not that Dan Quinn is like, not that he doesn't deserve to leave. It's just, if you look at him in these Dallas Cowboy games, he just looks like he's having a lot of fun as a defensive coordinator, just messing around with Micah Parsons. He has like a defense that he finally really could mess with. I could see Kellen Moore going, but I can't see Dan Quinn going. Staley, a Pittsburgh hero. They didn't put the Giants here though. Joe Burrow's a full participant. All right, let's see if there's any. I'm going to do like one more swoop, guys, see if there's anything on Joe Judge. Doesn't appear so. Well, there's this one funny clip. I'm going to try to find it. He went on his last rant when he lost to the Bears is hysterical, apparently. I'm trying to find the clip. But I found the text, but I want the clip. Like, it's way better if you could find the actual clip. I'm actually from Texas. Yo, oh my God. Bruce Fish and Jeff Godlucci. Appreciate it, guys. Here, I'm trying to find this. This is what I found. He goes on a long, angry rant saying this ain't some clown show. I want to find the clown show clip. Oh my God. Is that what happened? I'm such an idiot. No one was. God damn it, guys. It's because they think they are tough stuff because they even have their first game as a coach. That's the thing with Bill's disciplines, except Flores. Thank you for the $10 dono, Jeff God. Bruce Fish, Mike, Dolphin fan here. I'm actually okay with not moving forward with Flores. I would like to see a head coach come in who can develop Tua further. Any suggestions? Brian Daboll. Everyone loves Brian Daboll because he was able to develop Josh Allen. I don't know how much of Josh Allen's progress was because of Josh Allen or if it was because of someone developing him properly. That is up for interpretation. But it's kind of worth rolling the dice on the guy that may have potentially corrected Josh Allen's mechanics. Guys, no one thought to tell me that I accidentally used the Antonio Brown thumbnail as my Joe Judge thumbnail. I'm such an idiot. No one thought to say anything. Nobody. Oh my God, I'm so bad at streaming. Man, I'm like a disgrace to all. I'm a disgrace to all streaming, man. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, man, maybe no one cares that Joe Judge got fired. And then I saw my thumbnail. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh well. Didn't even notice. I feel like a lot of people did. It's fine. It's life, man. I used it. Yeah, I clicked reuse your previous thumbnail stuff. Yo, Big Money Sonny, appreciate you becoming a member, bro. I clicked reuse your previous thumbnail and like your previous information, and I think I changed everything except the thumbnail, which should have been the Joe Judge stuff. You noticed but didn't want to make a scene? Let me know next time. I'm an idiot. Oh, you guys. It's cool. Do you expect another head coach getting fired? There was one that might have been getting fired. I forgot off the top of my head. There was one. Oh, maybe Matt Rule. My favorite news is that Dan Quinn legit denied the Jags head coaching request. They're saying that has to do with Trent Baalke, possibly. Apparently. Okay, so this is what I wanted to bring up, because this is hysterical. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to turn on.
Obviously wasn't good enough today, okay? Our marks were simple. All right, we talked to the team all week. 3 things we wanted to do was run the ball, stop the run, and cover kicks. I'd say for the most part, we run the ball decently as a team today. All right, we were able to get some movement going. I like the way the running backs ran hard. We were able to make some productive runs down the way. We were able to be productive with the run game when they knew we had to run the ball, and we were only running the ball. All right, stopping the run. This is a balanced team. It was a very good run attack. I'm pleased with the way the defense overall was able to limit them in the run game and not let them get going.
Any of these teams want to take Greg Roman? I don't know, because Greg Roman's like an offensive genius, and any team could use that. I would any team could use an offensive genius.
Track that had been in the past in some games, and
I'm actually shocked that no team ever really wanted Greg Roman, if I'm being honest. That's always something that kind of confused me. And let me see if the thumbnail now registered. Okay, now it's different. Nice.
For multitude of reasons in terms of covering kicks, we didn't let their explosive playmakers in the return game get going. Now, all that being said, all right, you can't have success in this league when you turn the ball over the way we did, when you create short fields for a team. Okay, every team's going to take advantage of that with the types of position we gave the team. You can't have mistakes in the kicking game like we had at the end of the first half. That's a 5-point mistake. We can't do that. It's not acceptable. It's not going to be tolerated. So, in terms of how the team played, look, the one thing I'm repeatedly proud of is the way they play and they finish, and they fight and they play for each other. And they showed up to work. They practice hard. They prepare well. All right.
I'm going to be honest. This isn't that bad of a press conference. So far, it's pretty good. I'm just being impartial here. It doesn't seem that bad.
Reality is we got to eliminate the things that are mistakes, give ourselves an opportunity and chance for success. And overall, we talk about the big marks we had to hit, but ultimately one of those big marks, the turnovers right there early in the game set us behind a good deal, and we didn't do enough to overcome it. So that being said, a lot of credit to the Bears. Matt and his team came out today, did a better job than we did, and they deserve to have the success. So that being said, any questions you have?
So coming into the game,
bro, here's something I always try to tell you guys whenever we watch these type of interviews. Watch, a lot of people don't realize, but bro, these reporters are literally sharks. They are literally out there to screw this coach over and get him to say something that they shouldn't say, so all of the NFL media sleazy ass could run and make content on it. So watch these questions. They're kind of messed up.
was it your plan to run that much, or did the bad start in the passing game cause you to run even more than you were?
This isn't that bad of a
The plan was
question.
to run that much. That was the plan in the game. Now there's obviously different adjustments we can make within the game, but we knew we were going to come in today. It was going to be run the ball, stop the run, cover kicks. That was the goal.
What do you say about 24 yards, though? 24 yards.
Who do I think the next Giants coach is? I have no idea, dude. I don't know what kind of needs they have. The Giants are such a... I think any, good offensive coach that could get the most out of Daniel Jones is probably a good idea. Because I said this in my previous video that I uploaded earlier today on the head coaches. The Giants aren't a bad team. They have a fairly decent offense. They drafted Kadarius Toney. He's good. They spent tons of money on Kenny Golladay. It makes sense for someone to at least make something out of the offense.
10 net yards passing.
I'm not here to argue or debate about stats. Jordan, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I love his fake tough guy stuff.
What do you say about 24 yards, though? 24 yards passing, 10 net yards passing.
I'm not here to argue or debate about stats. Jordan, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It wasn't good enough.
I love how they're I'm not going to argue or debate about stats, but they'll also give the whole, hey, analytics suggested we do this as an explanation. I don't know. Was Joe Judge a big analytics guy? Giants fans? Yo, Black Monday gone in another year happy. The Ravens flock has no say in coaching decisions. 2 failed 2-point conversions, and they wanted to kick out Harbaugh. Dude, Harbaugh won a Super Bowl with you guys. He's evolved throughout the times in the NFL. People think the grass is always greener. You go out and get a new head coach, it's way better. how often are these brand new head coaching hires like home runs? You know, like you might get like one to three like McVay's or Belichick's, maybe every 5 to 10 years. Like it's really hard to hit on like head coaching candidates. The only head coach that I knew for a fact was going to be a good head coach, like before he was hired, was Kyle Shanahan. You know, it's really hard. And it's like musical chairs. So once you have some stability in that regard, you don't want to move on from him like that. Take it from me, I'm a Cowboys fan. We have not had a good head coach since I think my entire time of being a fan. You know what I mean? Drop a like if you're new to the stream and you want more streams, guys. Let's get this. Let's keep watching this.
There, is Mike supposed to hit a hot receiver there, or is somebody supposed to block?
Look like we're mapped up as a 5-man protection. We're mapped up 5 for 5 along the way. There's obviously ways to handle the free rushers coming off. I'm not going to go on everything schematically. And what we did, obviously, it wasn't good enough right there.
Is Mike not recognizing that, or is it what's going on there?
I'm just going to keep it as obviously from an offensive standpoint, it wasn't good enough right there.
Sorry, we got like an update from Ian. Give me a sec. Let me bring that to you guys before we continue watching this. Let's see.
Over the last 2 days, and Joe Judge.
Let me just. Oh, is this Pelissaro? I think. Let me just verify. Oh no, it's Garofalo. Okay. All right, let's watch it.
Joe Judge had conversations with owners.
Yo, Varys Jackson will be the next Giants head coach. He will draft Matt Corral, who will take them to the Super Bowl. JK, that's my Madden franchise. I was like, who the hell is Varys Jackson?
Over the last 2 days, MJ and John Mara saying this afternoon in his conversation with Judge, he decided to inform him that they were moving on. Now, reading between the lines here in conversations that Tom and Ian Rappaport and I have had with sources here, it sounds as if the Giants were figuring out if this was salvageable. I do believe that there is a part of John Mara and Steve Tisch, the owners of the Giants, that really believe that Joe Judge could have turned this thing around. But there was the 11-minute rant during his press conference after the week.
Yo, this soundtrack's fire. Do you expect the Giants to re-sign Daniel Jones? It really depends on who they get as their next general manager and how much he believes in Daniel Jones and how much the head coach believes in Daniel Jones. If you pay attention, historically speaking, if there is a quarterback that has not been working out in a specific situation, then whenever a new regime comes in, they'll look for any excuse to scrap that quarterback. Look at Tyrod Taylor with the Buffalo Bills. He was pretty solid there. But Sean McDermott came in with Brandon Beane. They wanted their own guy. They got rid of him. 13 likes away from 400 likes, man. So make sure you drop a like if you haven't.
17 game. There was that quarterback sneak. There was the scene at home.
There it is. They're mentioning the quarterback sneak again.
Game. There was that quarterback sneak. There was the scene at home at MetLife Stadium where the
I love how they're all citing the quarterback sneak. It's like he got fired because of the quarterback sneak.
fans were making it clear that they were not happy with the product that has been on the field this year. So I truly believe those were the factors, as well as Joe Judge needing to bring in an offensive coordinator and the team needing to bring in a general manager. And
I hope he said, and he brought, like, I wish they could curse in these because it'd be so funny. He's like, he needed to bring in an offensive coordinator and he needed to bring a general manager and he decided to fucking hire Jason Garrett. Like,
general manager candidates out there saying in any situation, hey, I want to bring in my own guy as head coach, but particularly in this situation, probably letting it be known that they wanted to bring in somebody else and not work with Joe Judge because they knew probably he was going to have to be in a prove-it year next year anyway. Now, the flip side of this is that Judge didn't get a lot of help from his previous general manager, Dave Gettleman, and
wow, way to throw Gettleman under the bus.
He was basically saddled with Jason Garrett, a offensive coordinator, the last couple years, with a recommendation that came from on high from ownership. So
Mike Lennon needs to start and lead the Giants to a Super Bowl. Come on, bro.
Again, I think the Giants understand all of this, But I truly believe that the last couple of weeks, they realized the fan base was not happy here and decided to make a move, Tom.
All right, so we also have this.
We don't.
That was some really funny analysis, mainly because everyone's citing this QB sneak, you know? It's like, yeah, and then it was like, yeah, he was a really bad head coach. His offensive scheme didn't make a lot of sense, and then there was the QB sneak, like.
I like to think that these decisions can be made solely based upon football, that you can make them in a vacuum. That is simply not the case. And for the New York Giants, it came down to what can you sell? What can you sell in the building to the players, to the coaching staff, to the front office to make people believe that you can move this thing forward? And what can you sell to the fans to get people back into the seats? It's not just that they lost their last 6 games in a row. It's not just that they did not even score 10 points per game in those 6 losses. It was the 11-minute press conference about how they're not a clown show despite everything going on. It is about
We'll get back to the clown show interview soon.
running a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9.
Bro, the quarterback sneak again. Like, everyone keeps bringing it up.
Running a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9 out of the wishbone from the shadow of your own goal line rather than actually trying to pick up a first down. There was a trickle-down effect that was occurring here. Ownership was conscientious of it. As Mike said, they seem to be looking for something that they could grasp onto with Joe Judge. That thing just did not exist. And let's look at this within the big picture of where the Giants have been. They had Ben McAdoo for less than 2 seasons. Made the playoffs his first year, fired him before the end of the second year. You hire Pat Shurmur. He lasts 2 years. Then you hire Joe Judge. He lasts 2 years. At some point, MJ, the process by which you are choosing your coaches and choosing your leadership needs to be adjusted. So the Giants making clear we are running a wide search. We are bringing people from outside of the Giants sphere might signal the fact that they are acknowledging here whatever the Giants way has been and brought them Super Bowl titles in the past has to change in the future.
Okay, so it just seems like they need a huge culture change. Is pretty much what it sounds like. Let's see if we have any other updates. So if not, we'll just get back to the clown show stuff. Oh no, that was copyrighted audio and video. Oh, don't block my stream. Don't block my stream. We're having a good time here. I think we're fine. I just have to, you know, not watch those again. Dave Gettleman burned this franchise to the ground. He deserved to be fired. Joe Judge was a horrible hire. Dude talked a big game. Let's go Cowboys. It seems like that's what a lot of these general managers a lot of these head coaches from the Bill Belichick coaching tree end up doing. What up, Tsunami?
All right, I'm not going to go into here dissecting everything Mike did today, but we got to be more productive and do better things in offense.
Given the fact that they obviously knew you were going to run, a lot, how do you think Saquon handled that in terms of his production?
I did a good job today with that. There was a lot of times when we were loaded boxes, and we said, hey, look, we're running either way. We knew going into the game at some point they were going to recognize the game plan was to run. We're playing 7 offensive linemen at a time. We got a lot of things in those boxes with 7 linemen. They obviously load the box, put their bigger personnel in. We were still able to be productive in the run game. That was it. I thought that Saquon did good things. A couple times I had him in the backfield with some blitz.
Bro, I feel so bad for Saquon Barkley because I feel like he's the biggest, I hope you guys take it the right way. I think his talent is just being so wasted. Oh, here, let me change the chat, guys. My bad. You guys have to tell me this stuff, man. You guys have to say, yo, Mike, take off the chat off of there is no slow mode. Oh, I don't know. I thought the chat was on slow mode. I don't know why the chat's so slow. I feel bad because I feel like Saquon Barkley's talent's being absolutely wasted.
Or pressures, he able to slip out and make something out of nothing.
Do I think they'll hire Brian Flores? I feel like Flores wants the Bears job the most. If I'm Brian Flores, I would want the Bears job. The chat isn't on slow mode, ya boy.
At certain times, thought he ran hard. Thought he ran with good ball security. Thought he went out there and really plays a good team player.
I can see Mike Zimmer to the Giants too
today and fought to the end.
Consider going to Jake at all?
Thinking about a lot of things, but the decisions made today were decisions that were best for the team.
Joe, on the 3rd and 10 from their 24, when you scored the only points there, what is the thinking running on 3rd and 10 there? Are you hoping you get 8 or 9 so it's 4-down territory? Or, I mean, it seemed like a give-up play, so to speak.
No, it definitely was not a give-up play. But the thought process of maybe being able to bust a sub-run right there, but also at the same time, as you alluded to, does it put us in more of a, aggressive 4th down mentality? That was going to be part of the game plan today if we got ourselves in those type of zones and those ranges on 4th down. There are things we're going to consider to be aggressive and go for it right there.
Is that an illustration to some degree about how little confidence you got in the passing game at that point?
No, just the plan today was to run the ball.
I mean,
Just keep it as that.
Did you feel helpless at any point where you couldn't get anything going offensively at all?
That's not really a word I ever use, Dan. So, obviously we didn't do enough well. We didn't get anything going really in the passing game. But in terms of the run game, we committed to it. We were able to have some production on it, put us in some positions that we had manageable 3rd downs. Obviously we didn't do well enough in that zone either.
Why did you think you weren't going to be able to pass the ball coming into this game? What was it that concerned you in that regard?
Just because you choose to run the ball doesn't mean because you have a absence of faith in another aspect of it. Sometimes you go in and you say, how can we go ahead and play our best football today? There's a number of things you look at throughout the week, whether that's health of players.
Does he have a New York? Is he from New York? He has like a kind of Eastern accent.
Availability of players, whether it's weather situations, whether it's something about their defense that you think matches up well, whether it's just an aspect.
Barkley is the equivalent of a flat screen in a burning house. That's actually a really good line.
Your game that you have to do better in and set the tone for how you're going to play. So there's a multitude of reasons right there. It's not one thing that triggers, hey, we can only do one thing right there. But we felt the best chance for success today was to run the ball. And again, that was our mark coming in. We had to run the ball better, stop the run and cover kicks. That was it. There were 3 big things we had to do. And then obviously it always falls under ball security, all right, turnovers, all right, and then penalties within that zone too.
That kicking game mess up you referred to, was that just lack of awareness of where they were on the field or miscommunication or what?
Yeah, I didn't talk directly to Coop. I talked to the coaches, obviously, on that one there, make sure that we're straightened out on that. That definitely demonstrates that we didn't know where we were on the field, at that moment in time. And
He's
let
from
the thing
Philly?
go.
Okay, it sounds like he's from Philly.
That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
So it looked earlier in the game like he did the same thing. The ball barely got into the end zone on the other side. I don't know if you noticed that or if anybody spoke to him about that at all.
When they were kicking to the left of our bench? Yeah, with the trajectory of that kick on that one right there, Cairo, really hammered that thing more in a line that he knew was going to go in the goal line there. Even if it's going to just barely clear. But you've got to be aware in that situations of what the wind is, what the kick looks like, the height it comes off the tee with. All those things factor in playing deep.
Joe, bigger picture, and this is 5 straight losses by double figures. Are you concerned about your future and how ownership might react to this stretch you guys are on right now?
My focus is on getting this team prepared for next week in Washington. That's it. I'm never worrying or addressing
I want the
hypotheticals.
when does he say why we're here? He talked his way into a head coaching job. Where is the clown show? Oh, here it is.
We talk inside a lot, okay? And I don't ever ask for patience from anybody. Let's get that clear right now. All right? And the fans have every right to have an opinion. That's why they're fans. They have every right of that. You buy a ticket to come in the stadium, you have every right to boo me going out the stadium. That's the way it is. That's what we sign up for, right? And it's New York. It's supposed to be a tough place to be. Certain cities in this country, they don't even know if their team's playing today. All right? So you sign up for a job in a city like New York, you expect to have this. I never shy away from that. I ain't worried about that at all. But we talk internally, you look at a lot of things moving in the right direction, and you know the targets of what you have to improve going forward. The important thing is when you know the direct targets of what you have to improve, and no, I'm not going to go individually into these today. All right, but when you know the direct targets of exactly what you've got to hit, all right, and you look at what you've got to make in a short term to go ahead and make a quick turnaround to build on the things that you've done well, right? I say it all the time. There's things we've done well we got to build on, right? So when we look at overall what we're doing, there's a number of things going in the right direction that we know they're foundational things, the things you have to put in place for the team to have success on and off the field. On and off the field, okay? The important thing is when you have those direct targets, you got to find a way to minimize the things, okay, that you struggle with. And you work your hardest to go ahead and make sure you give yourself and your team a chance for success by trying to take certain aspects away from the game so it can't expose you as a weakness, okay? And then you want to play to your strengths as much as possible, all right? There's certain aspects and things that, you see on tape from around the league. And I talk to the guys all the time. Look, this is about being a team and making sure you don't waste any opportunities. And I'm not sitting here being preachy, but I'm going to tell you point blank what I tell them. You guys always want to know what the
It's
hell we're
really
talking
funny because he is being preachy. It's like, I'm not sitting here being preachy, but he clearly is being preachy.
Talk about it all the time. I'll tell you point blank what it is. All right? When the guys come to work on Wednesday, okay, and they bust their butt for you, and they turn around on Thursday and they're all committed and they're doing extras position units, they're doing extras individually to get their body right. They're doing, everything going forward, okay? And they go out there and they practice with good energy, good enthusiasm, and you're in the right position right there, okay? You got that aspect going right there. I talk to the players all the time, guys. I talk to them very openly and transparently. All right, we don't even have captains meetings anymore because the majority of our captains are no longer playing for the remainder of this season. So we do a leadership meeting now. All right, I look at the guys the other day in the eye and said, guys, hey, listen, this is your time to talk to me. You speak for the team. You tell me what's going on. You tell me how's the team, how's the beat of the team, what do I got to be aware of, what's something I don't know? Because everyone always tells me what I want to hear, right? So when I ask someone just individually, I ask a player, they're going to tell me whatever I want to hear. I ask a coach, same type of thing. All right, I got to have a group of players who are going to look me in the eye and they know, like, I can tell Joe exactly what the hell's going on. So I got that core group of guys right there, right? You look them in the eye and you ask one guy the other day, and he's the first one to speak up. I'm not going to individuals. They can talk for themselves later on. But, we had one guy said, I've never been out of playoff contention. I never knew what it was like to be in a position.
He's going on for a long time here.
Where you're actually playing games not to be in playoffs or improve seeding or whatever it may be or get in the playoffs. Didn't know what to expect. When we were officially eliminated, it was almost an expectation that player of how's everyone else going to react? Kind of getting ready to come in himself and try to get everyone going and rally the team a little bit, okay? React. Kind of getting ready to come in himself and try to what's an expectation that player of how's everyone else going to react? Kind of getting ready to come in himself and try to get everyone going and rally.
That page out of context tweets? Announcers with no context or something like that?
How's everyone else going to react? Kind of getting ready to come in himself and try to get everyone going and rally the team a little bit, okay? And then another.
Oh my God! What?
Come in himself and try to get everyone going and rally the team a little bit.
All right, I'll stop.
And then another player spoke up and said that they've never been in playoff contention. Period. All right, they weren't.
Bro, like. Oh my God.
Present with us last year throughout the remainder of the season for a certain reason to even be in it last year as we played on a stretch. Both guys had the same response, though. Everybody on the team is locked in. Everyone on the team comes in to work, okay? Everybody comes in every week and is committed to doing what they have to do and doing it the right way and playing together as a team, okay? There's a lot of teams right now that are out of playoff contention. Okay, whether it's golf clubs in the locker room or people are planning vacations outside of it.
Yeah, this is like a soliloquy. You know what I mean? This is like something you'd read in like high school Macbeth. I don't know. Like I had this one teacher that made me memorize this like one line, like this one paragraph from Macbeth. It's like whenever a character goes on a very long and drawn out like I don't know monologue, and that's what he's doing.
All right, where there's a lot of finger pointing and blaming and shouting, all that type of stuff, right? All that stuff. No, we don't have in our building any of that. We got any of that. Any of that. Our guys know we have one more week this year to be this team. They know we have one more week this year to be this team.
Bro, it's crazy how much bullshit's coming out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy how much BS is coming out of his mouth. Like, it's impressive. Like, you can tell he definitely talked himself into this gig. It's like, we have one more week to be this team, and his team's like 4-12. You know what I mean? It's like, we have one more week to be this team. It's like, you're not a team to be proud of, you know?
And they expect me to show up. They're going to get every ounce of football I got me this next week. You got that? Like, they're going to get everything out of me. But I expect the same in return. I just told them a second ago. That's what I expect. The expectation here is I expect every ounce of football you got inside of you, okay? And there's things we have aligned right now. There's things we have in place where certain units are playing and certain players are playing. And we got some foundational core guys, and we know the culture's strong, all right? I'm going to tell you this right now. You guys always ask me about that off-the-field stuff and why the hell is it so important to have culture. So I'm going to tell you right now, all right? A few years ago before I came here, when I came here, I sat down with all the players, and I want to know what it was like in here, what we had to change. I want to hear from their mouths, all right? To a man, every player looked me in the eye and said, Joe, it's not a team. They don't play hard. We're out of playoffs. Everybody quit. Everybody tapped. They stopped showing up to the captain's meetings, all that stuff, right?
He's still going.
They tapped out, okay? I've been a part of teams else places, okay? And I'm not trying to make this place anywhere else I've been. But lessons I've learned. Let me tell you something right now, all right? In 2018, I was part of a team who halfway through the season, all right, we were all pretty convinced we were getting fired. Didn't think we were going to make the playoffs. Had no concept that anything was coming. We just knew we were going to keep showing up and improving and working week after
How does he keep going?
week. And on the outside, we were all terrible. We didn't care about any of that noise on the outside. Didn't care about it at all. What do you care about on the inside? What are we doing? Guys showed up, they worked, they fought, they worked. We were improving enough as a team and put things together and make a run and end up, win a championship. But the thing I really learned that year was the importance of the culture inside, how important and valuable that is. Because I was part of more talented teams that came up short and lost games down the stretch. Much more talented, all right? But the one thing that really was solidified in my mind, in my DNA that year in 18 was the fact that it's so much more important how strong you are inside, because no team goes through a smooth season. No team goes through a smooth season. So if you can go through the junk we're going through right now, okay, as a team, if you can go through the tough times we're going through right now as a team, all right, and have a defense take the field every single time ready to play, every time. I know there's a lot of people want to say, hey, guys, you picked off a ball and they ran down the end zone, you guys are down big, right? So we could turn around and say, yeah, guys, get your butts back on the bench. We're down, we're not celebrating. You know what, though? They play every play with enthusiasm, every play with energy, every play with each other. I want to celebrate that. I want to see that energy and that passion. That's how they practice every day, okay? That's how they practice every day. I want to see them play that way as well, all right? That last fourth down they stopped them on, so that's 2 games in a row where the game was over, right? We're out. It's done, okay? Vegas is already paying out people. Like that's done, all right? But it's 2 fourth downs in a row, 2 weeks in a row, that I'm sitting there watching our defense finish the way they got to finish. 4th down stop Logan Ryan last week, shooting the gap and stopping him, and a good wall build on the opposite side to stop the run.
Bro, he's been going for like a minute. Like I think we're on 5 minutes of him I think we're on like 8 minutes of him just talking.
Tay dropping back into coverage and making that play right there, or on that little kind of Tebow wildcat pass, whatever the hell you want to call it right there. All right? So this ain't a team that's having fist fights on the sidelines. This ain't some clown show organization.
There it is.
Else, okay? You talk about the foundation built. You talk about things that.
Okay, so everyone like made a big deal out of this.
This ain't a team that's having fist fights on the sidelines. This ain't some clown show organization or something else.
You see, I think this is the situation. He's just really good at addressing the media and like convincing people that he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like he seems like he's really good at giving those like big, passionate speeches and like convincing people, hey, I know what I'm doing. You know, we all have that one friend that just like knows how to talk out of his ass and like convince everyone that he's a good leader, but he really just isn't. Like, no offense, but he just isn't. It's just, I think that's exactly what he is. This ain't no clown. Like, the speech is great, you know? Like, if I didn't know who Joe Judge was, I would be like, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about, you know? Let me see if there's... no other news. I would think he's great. Honestly, if I didn't know who Joe Judge was and I heard the speech, I'd be like, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. But yeah, looks like he's gone. Looks like he's fired. And we'll keep you guys posted on who's the most likely head coaching candidate next for the New York Giants. I have to go finish this video, man. I have one more video to drop for you guys today. I hope you guys get notifications for it. It's a video on the Brandon Staley situation. Make sure you like, subscribe, and whatnot if you enjoyed. We also have merchandise. If you we just did a brand new merch drop, Allergic to Casuals, on microphone.org. And if you really want to go the extra level to support the channel, then there's memberships in the description down below. Love you guys, man. Thanks for coming out, man. I'm your boy Mike, and I'm going to catch you guys in our next upload.